Alright guys, good evening. Welcome to late night session, late night coding with me, Aniket. So we're going to go through a few things. We're going to go through abstraction and a bit of inheritance today. Just quickly running over through some of the stuff I've written. So before I take you to the code itself, just want to show you how the structure looks like. Here is a quick snapshot of what I'm going to be doing in the code. Very basic code for implementing abstract classes, inheritance, and interfaces into some of the structures. So just quickly have a look at this. So we have class animal, which is an abstract class, which extends these three category of classes. So we basically got 6 classes here: a cat, dog, snake, lizard, and a shark, white. As you can see, these are all land animals, and these are a bit more crawling animals, and these are more aquatic animals. So they all implement different interfaces, which would be here. Swim is something that will be implemented by the, 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 the aquatic animals. Run is more to do with cat and dog, whereas crawl is an interface that will be implemented with snake and lizard. So all these classes, although all these classes are inherited straight from the animal superclass, which is obviously abstract. So let's quickly go back to the code. Here we are, class animal. Now there are a few things I would like to point out. As this is an abstract class, okay, there are a few things very important. Can have concrete method as well as abstract methods. Okay. Now, forgetting about the spelling, guys. Just a quick typo. So, all right. So as you can see, we have abstract class animal here. Okay, scope open, scope close. That's the end scope. And then you have one variable here, which is the int speed. And we have one concrete method. Now, the way you can recognize a concrete method is it has a parenthesis area, which most of the methods have, all the methods have, plus it has the body. Now, this is the body of the method. If the method has a body, then it is a concrete method, whether it has anything inside it or not. Okay, whether this is empty or full. Yeah, it's empty or full doesn't matter. Okay, so that is still a concrete method. Just for understanding purposes, I can just take that off. Okay, now here we have an abstract method. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. An abstract class has to have at least one abstract method. Okay, has to have at least one abstract method, and the way you would describe an abstract method is this way, and this is it. This is basically an abstract method, and because this class takes both abstract as well as concrete methods, it is very important to mention the word abstract, otherwise it will give you an error. It will ask you for a method body. As you can see, the method requires a body instead of a semicolon. So we just put the word abstract here, and it knows it doesn't need a body anymore. So basically, when you don't know anything about the implementation of this particular method, we would will make it as an abstract. Okay, so if you guys try to make an abstract method in a normal class or we can a concrete class, okay, you cannot do it. The compiler will complain, so it will say either make the method concrete or make the class abstract. So I guess you're clear on that one. Okay, now we have various classes here. We have a cat class, and as you can see, it extends animal class and it implements the run interface. Let's quickly go through this class. You have in speed, which is one variable here. Then if you can, I'm sure most of you have recognized what this is. This is a constructor for class cat that takes an integer called sp. Now we're setting the value of speed to the value of sp, and this is very important to read it this way: to set the value of speed, which is null at the moment, to the value of sp. So sp will be when we invoke cat constructor in the main method, which will look something like this. Just we don't do this here. So we'll say cat cc is equal to new cat. Okay, getting the guys, and we'll be passing say 23 in there. So this particular 23 will be going in here, and that will be setting to this variable here. Okay, so I guess that's clear so far. Right. Now, because the cat extends animal class, the animal class has a method called move and sound. We are forced to implement this method because it is abstract. So any class that inherits this particular class, which is the animal class, is forced to override the method. So if you can see, this method sound has been overridden here. The body has got a system.out_println, and it just says this is the sound of the cat and this is purr, or whatever you want to say it. Okay. Also, if you've seen, the cat implements run interface. Now let's have a look at run. Here, this is again an abstract method, but because an interface is 100% pure abstract class, you do not have to mention the word abstract. Okay, you do not have to mention that it is abstract. It is giving us a warning, so it knows by default it is abstract. It is public and abstract by default. Okay, all you have to just say a return type and the method name, and it knows it's in the interface, so it doesn't need anything else. Okay, no body here, guys. Keep an eye, because this is an abstract method, hence no body. Okay, don't get confused. There is no abstract word here, because in interface you cannot put the word abstract. We tried putting it here, and it started giving us a problem syntax error token void invalid modifier. Okay, this has to be here. Okay, and it says whether you put it or not, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, whether you put an abstract or not, it doesn't make a difference. It's abstract in nature, hence doesn't need a body. Okay, so now cat class, is that what we just did? No, that's a different cat class. Don't get confused there, guys. So ignore the last slide. Okay, so basically cat extends animal, implements run. So the sound method had to be overridden. See, it says had to be overridden from the animal class because it was an abstract method, and because it implements the run interface, which has got the running method, which is again an abstract, you're forced to override it. So hence, the same way we have dog class extends animal, implements run, same thing again, same music, guys. In speed, a dog constructor. So whenever the constructor is invoked, we mention the speed of running, and it will assign it to the variable speed here. Same methods again. You got sound and you got running, which we are forced to override because sound, because we extend from class animal, which is an abstract and has got an abstract method, and the method running from the interface run because we implemented the interface. Because both the methods were abstract, we had to override. Now, pretty much similar music again. In class shark, extend animal, implement swim. So from the animal class, it had to override the sound method, and from the swim interface, it had to write the swimming method. Let's quickly show you the swim interface. So that's the swim interface. Yeah, you see an abstract here. There's no need to write an abstract. It's public abstract in nature by default. So saying of shark, we have whale who's on the similar lines. So whale extends animal implements. I guess it's all clear to you now why we are overriding these methods. Okay, very simple. Let's go to snake, which is a bit more of a crawl thing. So snake extends animal, so sound is definitely one that needs to be overridden. And then is crawl. There is a crawl interface which has got a crawling method that needs to be overridden. And again, this is very similar stuff for you guys. It's in speed, exactly what we did in the previous classes, which is the cat, dog, shark, and whale, an integer and a constructor. So in snake, and then we have a class lizard, I believe, somewhere. Let's try and find that. Same thing again, guys. Extends animal, implements crawl. So crawling method from crawl, sound method from animal. Let me show you the crawl interface. Public interface crawl, nothing special here, just one method, no body. So the implementation is down to us, what we want to put inside it. Now let's go to test animal. We're gonna pretty much create the objects of these classes. So as you can see, we have cat, dog, whale, shark, lizard, and snake. Okay, everyone's got a parameterized constructor. So cat CT, we've got a new CT and we put 12. Now this 12, this particular thing, when it's written down in a constructor, it goes back to its class and it finds this. Inserts the value 12 here, sorry, goes inside the block and assigns the value 12 to the variable speed, which will be shown here. And if you go into testing animal, so we have pretty much every other object of different classes been made here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all the speeds have been assigned. And all we're doing here is we're calling the methods which are overridden in this. So let's quickly go through how the output looks into this after saving all this. And this is what you should get. Hope that is clear. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment or just send me an email and I'll try my best to answer them. So until then, keep coding.